Now let's turn to the other side of the world, to the Pacific Ocean, where Russia just held a drill with their dear old friends from China. The latest exercise apparently involved anti-submarine maneuvers, and Beijing was extremely interested. Why do I say this? Because they went all out. They sent their most powerful warship, the Type 055 destroyer. You can see it here, cruising around in the Pacific. That is the Wuxi, one of China's 8 Type 055 destroyers. China has been adding these ships into service since 2020. The Wuxi itself achieved operational capabilities only last year, so it's brand new, state-of-the-art. Beijing also sent out 2 other vessels. One Type 052D destroyer called the Xining. This is also fairly new. It was commissioned in 2017. And the last Chinese ship is the Linie frigate. It's been around for a while. It focuses on anti-submarine activities. These 3 Chinese ships took part in the drills with Russia. And what did Moscow send? Well, not their latest warships. Russia sent out 2 strong and sturdy vessels. The Admiral Tributes, commissioned in 1985, and the Admiral Panteleev, commissioned in 1992. So not exactly state-of-the-art, but they are specialized vessels. Both the Russian ships are Udaloy-class destroyers, which are large anti-submarine ships. That's the official designation. This class of destroyers carries helicopters to track submarines from the air. Most of the footage you've seen was shot from one of these choppers, a Kamov Ka-27PL, better known as a Helix. We have these in India too. India bought them from Russia years ago. So we know that it's a solid, if slightly old machine. It specializes in both tracking and defense. They can deploy portable sonar to pinpoint a submarine's location and then fire torpedoes or depth charges to take them out. Again, these have seen a lot of action, making them ideal for training. All the Russian machines you saw have been around for decades, since the Cold War. They're tried and tested, which is more than we can say about the Chinese vessels. Even though the Russians did not bring their latest gear, China won't be upset. After all, it's experience that they want. That is Beijing's primary goal. China has often been called a paper tiger. It has a massive military, but no battlefield experience. Chinese troops know how to attack and harass neighboring countries. But there's more to fighting a war than that. And this is why Beijing is reliant on Moscow. The Russians have real war experience. They have fought both conventional wars and low-intensity conflicts like the Cold War with the US. Therefore, the Russians have battle-tested ships and choppers and battle-hardened soldiers. You can't buy that kind of expertise, no matter how many billions you spend on fancy ships. So China is going to Russia for mentorship. This latest anti-submarine drill took place within the last few days. Russia did not specify the dates, but we know it took place right after another major exercise, the Bebu Interaction 2024. That drill took place just last month, and Beijing is already keen on more exercises. It makes sense when we look at the big picture. China is now preparing to take over from Russia as America's chief antagonist. So who better to learn from than their predecessors?
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election. Explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained. Every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.